Hello, welcome to the Occupied Hexcast. I'm Andrew Orvidal. Tonight we're going to be playing a game that I created called Duster. If you're not familiar with it, it just launched on Kickstarter today. Maybe that's how you heard about this stream. You're here to check it out because you backed it or were interested in backing it. So we're going to play a two-parter tonight of this game. This game is set in a post-apocalyptic gas punk future where the survivors of this apocalypse have kind of rebuilt the world into a Western aesthetic. So it's not an alternate history of the Old West. It is in the future in the New West, in a region known as the Wasted Plains, which is sort of from the border of the Rocky Mountains to the Mississippi and sort of from Canada to Mexico. That sort of middle chunk of what we know as United States is known as the Wasted Plains in this world. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions about the game as we play it, just throw them in chat. I'd be happy to answer them if I can. I'll also answer any questions you have at the end. This is going to be a two-parter. There'll be a little intermish for drinks, bathroom, whatever you need. We'll shoot for like a 2-hour show. And we will wrap it up with part 2 next Tuesday. But let's meet our players tonight. Our first guest, I've known him forever. That's all I'm going to say. No. He's a very funny comedian. He's also a role-playing nerd, and he even paints miniatures. He paints miniatures, and he texts me the pictures late at night. So late at night, kind of like as far away as you could get from some kind of like booty call is when you like text a friend a miniature you painted in the middle of the night. But he's also a game master and a great role player. Please welcome Will Weldon. Will, thank you for doing this show.
No, first of all, I don't care for having my cover blown. It's weird, as if you're speaking like, oh, well, he paints miniatures.
Oh, I paint miniatures too. Yeah,
like
no,
as if.
But I've posted mine on the internet.
I've pictures of his miniatures late at night. Yeah, at least I only do that. I don't also send texts at like 1 a.m. being like, you gotta get on board with Magic the Gathering Arena, man. I got super mad playing it earlier today.
All right, look, we both have our problems, okay? We both have our problems in life. Things are not going great. Fine. Great. We'll get into your character that you brought in a bit. But let's introduce our other player. This is just a duo. I like these small casts. It lets them get more character time, more time in the spotlight. And she's no stranger to you. You two had a podcast together called Angry Little Goats. She's also a very funny comedian, role player. And let's bring her in, Eliza Skinner. Please welcome Eliza Skinner from the other room in my house.
This Magic the Gathering thing is going to destroy us.
Stop.
Like you're texting Will
Look
late
at how
at night.
satisfied Will is at that.
You're texting Will late at night because you know you can't text me that shit. This is the kind of stuff. If we were a married Christian couple, we would have to speak to a preacher about
Will
this.
is filling that void in our relationship by saying,
we would
"Don't
have
talk
to speak
me
to
about
the preacher.
this."
It would be like you're driving a stake through your relationship. Why
Yeah,
can't
Andrew,
cheating.
it's a wife's place to hear about.
Yeah, if you can't tell your non-wife girlfriend about the game, then maybe you shouldn't be playing it.
Yeah, that's probably true. You said you didn't want to hear about it ever.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting to me.
Anyway, this is not about playing Magic the Gathering. We're playing a role-playing game. It's a totally different art form.
Art form.
We're going to be playing Duster tonight. You each brought a character. I had you make level 10 characters, I believe. So these are kind of more accomplished characters. They're certainly more built out than the starting character in the game, but that's intentional. Just to kind of show you scope of the characters and kind of give you more of the flavor of the characters, how they can be. So would one of you like to tell us a little bit about your character? Maybe, not only describe them, their age, kind of give us a snapshot of their interests, what their talents, things like that.
Well, the name's Smudge. My specialty is drifter, and my interests are surviving.
Perfect.
I also
what about the character?
Okay. Well, I clearly was talking about my character.
Oh, sorry.
Surviving. Yeah. Well, he's in a good headspace right now. His wife is not out of town for the rest of the week. He's got. He's like. He looks like an old. He's younger than he looks from his days in the wastes. It's like a wasteland, right? Sort of situation. Kind of.
Definitely. If I didn't describe that appropriately up top. Yeah, post-apocalyptic wasteland situation.
Yes. Yeah, gas punk. Yeah, hard, just hard living, huffing gas. And he's got a mangy dog with him. And I was thinking like maybe like a spaniel, something that's not very helpful.
Oh, I love it.
What?
Literally like Eliza's dog.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry, I was so correct.
Hey.
Like, how dare you accuse? Like, if I was like, oh, Chihuahua's a little high strung.
Oh my god!
And
what is your dog's name?
Dogs don't need no names.
I guess in this world, they come and go probably pretty quickly.
My talents seem to have leaned towards combat for some reason.
Well, it's a harsh world. That actually makes perfect sense.
Tough world out there. Perfect for stabbing.
Right. Cool. So yeah, if you're unfamiliar with the game, the specialty is kind of like what you would call a class in other role-playing games. It kind of sets the blueprint for the character, but from that point on, the characters develop talents, and there's over 40 talents in the game. So there's quite a bit of customization in there. But a drifter, like what Smudge is kind of like a lone wolf survivalist type in general.
Are we supposed to be level 9 or level 10?
I believe.
Eliza, what level is your character?
We didn't do the level.
Oh, okay.
You're level 9. You're both level 9. Yeah,
Great.
Sorry.
Great.
Sorry. I made you both level 9. Great. So we've got Smudge, and how about you, Eliza? Who did you bring?
Abilene Scrunt. She is, I guess
Mm-hmm.
probably late 20s, just because I don't know how much longer she's gonna make it. She's pretty dirty. She's got a lot of pockets. She's pretty proud of those. She's a mender, a black finger. She makes stuff. She blows stuff up. Not a real good communicator. Doesn't really like people. Likes making stuff.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Is that good?
Yeah, it's perfect. Cool. So yeah, you've are good at crafting things, including bombs and things like that, and love it. How old is Smudge?
He don't know too well no more. But he looks like he's around.
So 22.
Yeah, he's a hard 7.
Yeah, I mean, she looks like probably like late 40s, but she's probably like 26.
Oh yeah. In this world, there's no sunscreen. There's no it's not really even shade, or a lot of times not even indoors. So cool. So I'll just put a question mark for Smudge's age, just an indeterminate drifter, just skin like a catcher's mitt.
Why are you so interested? Are you trying to set Smudge up with somebody? Are you matchmaking?
It's a romance
Doing a little
episode.
Tinder profile.
Yeah, I mean, we
or-
play tested so many different parts of the game. We've never play tested romance, which I thought this would be a romance game.
Oh.
There's a deep and robust romance system in Duster.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like it's just the kind of thing. It's like, look, there's no mechanics for this. If you want to do it, you guys can figure it out.
No, you gain flirt points, and you can bank flirt points. And once you have 20 flirt points, you can convert it into a smooch.
Wait,
and
given what I know about this game and this world, I feel like it would just be the beginning of Up. Like, okay, you've established a relationship, you're very entwined, and then she dies. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
You
That
give her a
is-
smooch, she dies of radiation.
Yeah, smooching is very dangerous. Yeah, you never know. You never know where those lips have been, how radioactive they are. Yeah.
Isn't that good if they're radioactive?
Nope.
No.
No, that's really
No.
dangerous, Eliza. No,
No.
radiation
Yes,
is not
dangerous
cool.
kisses.
I keep
Dangerous
telling,
kisses.
I keep telling Eliza, radiation's not cool. I know we grew up in the 80s when they
and
gave
I keep
people
trying
powers.
to microwave things.
Yeah,
with the
she
door
keeps
open.
standing in front of the microwave. I'm like, don't get away. Oh,
Oh man, my
Um,
mom would be like, "That's not funny, guys. It's not."
wow.
Yeah, her two triggers: standing too
Radiation.
close to the microwave and not waiting long enough until it's done beeping before you open the door, and
Hey,
raw chicken.
look, now that
Wow.
now that my reproductive rights are being squeezed out in this country, I'm trying to soak up as much radiation as I can get.
I don't think a game about a dead world ruined through pollution and nuclear waste is any place for politics, Eliza. That hardly seems like a
Yeah,
format.
thanks for shoehorning that in.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Fair. Yeah, my body is political. I got it.
I'm over here trying to enjoy my Congress sim, and you're making it all political.
In this world, both sides equally ruined the world, okay? It was the Jay Leno effect. It was just kind of
Jaywalking destroyed the world.
No, Jay Leno, you know,
Yeah,
kind
but
of
jaywalking
perfect
has
fence
built his
walking.
career. So
God,
Jay-
people really loved jaywalking.
it's his signature bit.
I've literally never seen even one episode.
He goes to Hollywood Boulevard and is like, "Hey, what's a dumb thing?" And a guy will be like, "Oh, the president," and then he's like,
All right, let's
Do you know
start
what
the game.
time it is? Tuesday.
"Yeah."
Oh my god, horrible. All right, let's get into tonight's adventure. I can't wait to play with you both. You're both very fun. I don't think I've ever played a game with you both at the same time. Maybe I have. I don't know. I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
Oh my God! Come on, start.
Just like when I introduce somebody on stage, like this next comic, we went and got French fries one time, and it was really fun.
I think we both wrote on the same show, but
we
at different times.
we did. Oh, wait, you know what? His time is up now, so we'll start introducing the next comic.
All right, let's get into it. In this adventure, you two have made your way to the town of Nuevas. Nuevas is kind of at the border of your known world. It's a town down at the south end of the Rocky Mountains, where the mountains kind of peter out into hills. And what we might know today is modern day New Mexico, and kind of an area like Albuquerque, a bit kind of north west of that area, is this town known as Nuevas. And beyond that is a vast baking desert that no one you know of or have ever heard of has ever ventured into and returned from. But that's not why you're coming to Nuevas. You're coming to Nuevas because there has been a much heralded showdown about to occur. And a showdown in this world is a quick draw contest. Two people are going to stand in the street and slap leather and try to shoot the other one down, which in this world leads to a lot of betting, celebrating, other people trying to get in on a showdown to make a name for themselves, a lot of commerce. It's almost like a holiday kind of thing, especially when it's like a big one that there's some time before it happens. It's sometimes, a showdown will occur and it happens that same day. But this one, there's been like kind of a snowball effect of word getting around, and you two have made your way here to the western kind of border of your world, to the town of Nuevas. And you can kind of see it now in the distance. You're both on foot as you approach, and you can just kind of see sort of shimmering, almost as if it's like boiling, kind of the silhouettes of the buildings, and you can just see like clouds of dust from the various traffic that is kind of occupying the city now.
And it's big. Did you say if it was big or not?
Nuevas? It's like a town. It's not. It's not,
not
like
Vegas.
I call it a city, but yeah.
Okay.
Las Nuevas.
I can give you the formal population in 1 second. I have it here in the book. Yeah, it's a town with like a permanent population of about 140 people. So not big, but a population like that is pretty common for most towns.
All right. And who are the two guys in the showdown?
You don't need to roll for that because you would have just heard about it. It is a man named Cottonwood, who is kind of a vicious leader of like a small outfit of men and women, who you might call a gang. They're not that numerous. There's 6 of them, but he's sort of the leader of that group. And the other combatant is a woman named Vess, who called...
Vess or Bess?
Vess.
Oh, both put together.
Vess, yeah.
Oh.
And Vess has called Cottonwood out after Cottonwood killed her like trading partner, and so Vess is due to arrive on the train that kind of runs horizontally through the wasted plains. It terminates here at Nuevas. This is like the end of the line for the western bound train, and so Vess is expected on the next train essentially, and so then there'll be this showdown.
Okay.
But they're both like renowned quick draws and gunslingers, so that's part of the hullabaloo. Is it's good gambling.
All right.
Is this a sort of town where there's like stuff like a tavern, saloon, what have you?
Hooch hut?
So, what did you call it?
A hooch hut?
A hooch hut, yes.
A hooch hut?
A saloon. They're usually called saloons.
Oh wait, but I don't have any money, do I?
You do. That's one thing I totally forgot to have you both roll. When you start, you get 2d6 bolts. So roll 2d6. But in this world, they're bolts are sort of the
I got double 6s. Is that good, or is this one of those things where it's like that means I get nothing?
And that implies that I'm so mean. Yes, it's actually horrible. No, that is a good thing. So in this game, when you roll a 6, you actually add 1, so it's 7. And when you roll a 1, you subtract 1, making it effectively 0. So that's the best roll you can get. You've got 14 bolts. And bolts are the most commonly bartered small currency. But in this world, everything is a currency. A higher value currency would be bullets, which are referred to as slugs.
I got. I rolled a 6 and a 2, so that's 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, you have a little walking around, a little walking around money.
Right. Go ahead.
So as we're looking at this town, I swirl a little water around my mouth to get the grit out of it. Are we on the train, or we're just like on foot?
You're not on the train. You're on foot. You've walked, and you can kind of tell me or not how you two maybe came to be traveling together. Maybe you've traveled together for some time. Maybe you just met on a trail and found out you were going in the same direction. It's up to you two. You can kind of just let me know.
Well,
Just to throw you on the spot.
I don't know. I
think we've been walking on the same trail, and for like at least a couple of days, we didn't say anything to each other.
Yeah.
And then eventually one of us was like, there's a snake.
Yeah. I noticed she was good with fixing, and she noticed I was good with macheteing. And, it's a, those are complementary skill sets.
Totally. A friendship by necessity. I love it.
All right. So yeah, I swirl the water around in my mouth to get the grit out of it. And then I spit the water out to make sure the grit doesn't just get back in my mouth. And then I go,
they say you're wasting water.
Getting rid of dirt ain't no waste. And then
there's still plenty of dirt in that mouth. I've seen your teeth.
Sometimes a man just needs to think he's clean. It's the best he can do. Maybe we should.
If you're buying it, then fine.
Maybe we should. I got my own money. Maybe we should head into town.
Your little bedraggled spaniel dog is like eagerly like licking at the mud you just made. Like,
yeah. We should probably head into the saloon, get the lay of things.
Sounds good. Maybe find somebody who might need something made.
Yeah, or find somebody who needs fixing. And then I, nod down at my machete, like, you know what I'm implying.
Yeah, no, I got it.
All right. Right. Well, still new. I just want to make sure I'm not flying over nobody's head here.
You're always pointing at the machete and going, if you know what I mean, yick, yick, yick.
Well, I like to be. When you're gonna machete somebody, you'd like to be clear about it before.
Yeah, but you never just say murder with machete. You just do these weird noises and nods and points. You're so insistent about not saying it, but saying it. Just say it.
Note taken. Let's go.
Great. So yeah, you can kind of walk the rest of the distance into the town. Just kind of that's sitting in this dust cloud as some vehicles have like pulled in, and there's horses. There's a good amount of horses kind of tied up around the stables, with some men and women kind of watching over them with guns. And you can kind of amble into the streets. The city is packed with people. It's just like you don't see this very often in a small remote town like this, but it's very crowded, and there's like numerous kind of makeshift tents on the outside of town, and people are just kind of like hawking their wares and services at like anyone who comes near them. People will like grab at you and like, hey, you need stitched up, you come back and find me, and people waving goods that they have for trade and things like that. But yeah, you can kind of you find yourself in the middle of this bustling little town, and the saloon is named the Iron Shoe, and it has like a very large kind of iron horseshoe hanging on a post outside the door.
I'd like to head towards the saloon, but keep my eyes peeled for anybody with a gun, especially if they seem to be looking at any of these wares or dealing with any of these people.
Great. Yeah, just for fun, give me a focus roll, just so we can get some dice in action. So in this game, you use a D6 for skills, and then you tell me what you rolled. So when you roll a 1, you subtract 1, so it's effectively 0. Abilene, it's so crowded as you're kind of like, oh yeah, maybe I can like find somebody with a gun, and you're just kind of like getting mosh pitted around in the street. And someone large kind of smacks into you, and you both kind of like recoil. And there's like a stocky, kind of ruddy faced man, sweaty, kind of looking at you. And he kind of like takes you in, and he's like, watch where you're going. And you see he has a gun on his thigh.
Okay.
Worn gunslinger fashion, and he kind of shoulders past you into the crowd.
All right. As he's going, can I? I'd like to throw him a sorry, friend. If you need anything for that piece, let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know. He just kind of says without turning around.
I can make you anything.
Yeah, the gun's done.
Yeah, I can make things that go in it.
Give me a persuasion roll.
You piece of shit.
There's a
3.
list of nine skills that the players use. And persuasion is one of them, and a 3 is not a success. So yeah, you just kind of holler that emptily into the crowd as he kind of disappears into it.
I've been holding the door open this whole time.
Okay.
Like,
as I walk
through when
it,
I open it too soon. I got to stand here like a goof.
As I walk through it, I say to Smudge, he'll tell people.
All press is good press, as they say.
Yeah, it's all about building your network.
Well, I wouldn't know about such things, so I'll have to trust you on this one. How busy is this saloon inside? Can I take a look around to see if anybody seems worth noticing?
100% classic D&D move.
I walk into the saloon and see if there's a quest giver around.
Yeah, the saloon is just as packed as the street outside. You can hear someone kind of playing a warped, kind of bastardized version of a piano from somewhere out of sight. But yeah, it's very busy. There's people playing dice at tables. Loud drunken shouts and stuff. It's kind of late in the afternoon. So it's not only the people who were here all day, but as the evening is drawing close, people are coming in as well. But go ahead and give me a focus roll to take a look around.
So I have a shaded in circle for focus. I roll both dice and put them together, or I take the higher one?
You just take the higher one. Think of it as like advantage in other games. Yeah. If you're keen in a skill, you roll twice, you take the higher roll. And I believe since you have a +1 in mental, you would also add that.
Yeah. So I got a 5. So I rolled a 3 and a 4.
Yes.
And I have a
4. Yeah. Perfect. So that's a success. So you can kind of take it in. You don't see anyone with a yellow exclamation point over their head. But you do see, you've been to other towns and settlements and other saloons and places like this. And, it's not hard to kind of get the vibe of a place when you walk in, and, there's like a higher than average number of like dangerous looking people in here. People who wear their guns in gunslinger fashion. A lot of people kind of leaning on the wall, definitely scrutinizing you two when you walk in, kind of side-eyeing other people in here. You just kind of, it's like walking into a cavern and finding a bunch of snakes kind of coiled on the floor, kind of taking everything in. It just seems a little more tense than the average saloon, but the atmosphere is still lively.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna saddle up to the bar then.
Yeah, me too.
Order me something. I order something strong enough to kill whatever might be in it.
Can I get a push in water?
Push this gasoline.
Shit. Can I get a what is
a fire water? Is
fire water and water?
You order for like a whiskey? Yeah.
I want my smarts, my wits about me. So cool. I'll get it watered down. Thank you.
So you don't want, there's actually like an in-game effect to drinking alcohol, but you just want like the flavor of it, right?
Yeah.
Great. Cool. Yeah. And what were you ordering? You just wanted a straight up fire water, Smudge?
Yeah. Whatever you got that ain't too poisonous.
Great. Yeah, he'll bring them over. and he's like, that'll be 5 bolts apiece.
Jesus.
Whew. Really? But mine's so much. Mine's cut with water.
He's like, yeah, hell, to most folks, that's just as valuable as the fire water.
Fair enough, friend. I give him his 5 bolts.
Now,
I also want to lean in, say, if you know anybody in the market for some spicy slugs, send them my way.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Abilene, but are you like visibly scarred from all of your work with explosives?
Not unless he's looking at my leg.
Oh, your leg is all scarred. Okay. Cool.
I mean, sure. Let's give me like a smattering of like what looks to be some sort of buckshot climbing my face, and maybe into my hairline, so I'm just stylishly bald up here.
Love it. Just a seasoning. A seasoning.
Yeah, just like.
The barkeep kind of nods. He's like, "Well, it wouldn't be me. I just deal in consumables such as this fine beverage. But if I hear of anyone asking about, I'll let you know."
Much obliged.
Yeah, so you both have those.
5 bolts of drink. Those prices have got to be because of the showdown. I knew I shouldn't be drinking when this place is full of tourists.
I look around at the rest of the room like a school cafeteria. Like, okay, where are we gonna sit?
Yeah, it's pretty crowded. There is a dice table with a stool open. People are rolling dice, betting. But other than that, yeah, every bench is pretty much hip to hip with people.
Yeah, let's go to that dice table.
Cool. Yeah, you sit down and there's a guy kind of across from you. He's got a grimy little kind of derby hat on, and he grins at you, and he only has his 2 front top teeth. And he's like, "Oh, down to roll a few," and he's got a dice made out of bone in his hand.
Oh, just watching.
Oh, it's seats not for watching, seats for playing.
I like sigh super loudly, like passive aggressively, and just like put 1 bolt down on the table. Just like so annoyed that I've already spent 6 bolts. I'm just here to watch a man get killed. I didn't
like a dad in Disneyland in the apocalypse. I love it.
Roll them dice extra slow, fella.
He's like, "No, y'all roll and I'll roll and we'll see who wins. Y'all never rolled dice before?"
Maybe it's just been a while. Leave me alone.
Nah, I don't do much of that. I prefer to gamble with explosives.
What he kind of looks at your face. He's like, I could see that.
You should see the other guy. It's a bridge. It's not there anymore.
Am I rolling here?
Yeah, so you're gonna roll 2 dice,
okay.
And so is he, and it's gonna be 2 out of 3, and you are going to total up your rolls. So his first roll, he got a 6. No, he got a 7. What did you get?
I got a 2.
Great. So he won the first one. So then you roll again.
3 and a 1. That'd be a 2, right?
Yep.
Okay.
No, a 3 and a 1 is a 3 because a 1 is a 0.
Oh, okay.
Subtract 1 from the 1. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got a 5.
Okay, so you won the second one. He got a 4. So this will be the third and final. He got a 9.
Oh,
I got an 11.
Whoa.
6 and a 4. I can take the webcam and point it down. If you're going to do that thing where you get all pouty and you accuse me of cheating.
For the NPC dice game, I'm good. No, I'm fine. It's fine. He kind of gives you like a show. Speaking of pouting, though, this fellow kind of gives you like a show of like being sad to lose, and he gives you a bolt. So you made a bolt on the bet.
Well, buddy, if that upset you, I wouldn't go ordering no drinks here.
He kind of like winks you and pats his vest pocket. He's like, "Oh yeah, I bring my own supply, but thanks."
Doesn't seem allowed.
You from around here?
No, I come by from time to time. I live on a bit of a ranching operation, just a little bit south of here, but I come through all the time just to drink and gamble. I heard about the showdown, so I came on up.
What what have you been hearing about the odds of this contest going one way or the other?
That's why so many folks is here. The odds are flush. They're both some of the fastest guns around. It's just personal preference. But if you want to take the tip from me, and I wouldn't mind if you tipped me afterward when you win, I'd put my money on Vess because she's the irritated party.
She's got the skin in the game.
That's exactly it.
I'm putting something a little more valuable on this contest than mere bolts, my friend.
Oh yeah, and what's that? What are you wagering?
Revenge, satisfaction. But also, now that you say that, I might wager some bolts too. Actually, that sounds like a good idea too.
He's like, might as well, friend. I think you'll make a nice profit.
Although I am thinking maybe I bet on the other guy. That way, if I don't get what I'm looking for, at least then I get a little money to help me feel better.
That's exactly it. That's exactly so.
And where's your dog, Smudge?
He's down here.
Probably underfoot. Yeah.
Just like licking the floor. Neurotically licking the floor.
Yeah, licking the shellac off of the booze shellac off the floor. Like a hush falls over the crowd as the doors open, and six folks walk in, and you can just kind of see like all eyes following them.
Do I recognize these folks?
Give me a memory roll.
Oh, baby, that's why I asked. Not these dice. Well, I got a 4. Okay, so a 4 and a 1. The 1 cancels itself out. Or no. Yes. No. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 is 0.
But in this case, a 1's a -1, right?
Anytime you roll a 1, you subtract 1. And anytime you roll a 6, you add 1.
Okay. So then I think I rolled a 4 and a 1, so then I got a 5 because I also have a +1, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and you rolled 2 because you're keen in memory, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, you just take the higher result, which is 4 + 1 is 5. So you don't recognize all of these 6 folks, but you
I'm looking for the general. Maybe I recognize who these folks are posse to.
You recognize certainly the person kind of walking at the head of them as described as Cottonwood, one of the 2 combatants in the showdown. And you can kind of just see everyone's like, oh shit, it's Cottonwood. And people kind of like make room. Like culturally, once someone is like part of a showdown, they're kind of untouchable because of all of the business around the showdown and all the betting. That if some like drunk dipshit were to like fight them or like attack them, it would blow what is essentially like a lucrative undertaking by a lot of people. So just like you can kind of just see the room part for him, both because of his like dangerous reputation, but also just because he's kind of untouchable until the showdown happens. But he kind of goes up to the bar with his outfit, and you see them like kind of ordering drinks and just kind of like talking. And this fellow in the derby hat kind of like looks over and he's like, "That's Cottonwood. That's one of them."
Where'd he come from? Where'd he go?
Cottonwood's not from around here. He just came for the showdown. That's where they decided to meet.
Now, Abilene, maybe this fella is might be able to use your services before this showdown.
Before the showdown or in the showdown?
Well, like before the showdown to then use in the showdown. Sorry, I understand how that was unclear. As we've
I'm not looking to deflate any Super Bowl balls, if you know what I'm saying with this
No.
old-timey talk.
I'm looking to see this man killed clean.
Right, well,
this fella at the dice is like, what services might those be?
Get your head out of the gutter, fella.
No, I was just
get
curious.
Your head out of the gutter, Smudge.
Well, I'm protective. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't mean nothing by it. I just meant...
well, don't get all excited. This radiation goes all the way up. Okay. So anyway,
all the way
up. This radiation goes all the way up. That's the quote. That is the quote of the game.
That radiation up to her neck.
Yeah.
No. Just the crotch part.
You got a third leg from a result of all that radiation? Yeah.
No, I got melted shut. Anyway.
Oh.
Make things, whatnot. I'm quick. I'm real good with a spicy slug. And just looking to see if anybody needs my services.
This fellow's like, all right, but I'd be careful talking to Cobwood. He's a hot-tempered fella.
Obviously. Why'd he kill that person, by the way?
I don't know. I mean, why does any fella kill another fella? Just some
fear
sort
of their own death, probably.
Disagreement,
thrashing against their own mortality, trying to own life in some way.
Broken heart, a dare, some sort of gang initiation.
A man like
accident,
Cottonwood.
Sometimes.
Accident.
Don't need a whole list of reasons like that to shoot somebody down. Could just be that.
Oh, we didn't mean all of them. We meant like any one of those reasons could be.
Yeah.
Could be a reason.
Right, yeah. We weren't saying all those things stack up on top of one man. Hard to blame him for lashing out at the universe.
You wonder why it even took that long.
Yeah, only one dead. I'd call that
a good day for the world.
Yeah.
And we all got off scot-free, I mean, besides our friend who ended up dead. I'm going to go talk to Cotton Eye Joe over here.
No, it's Cottonwood.
I as he says that, I just put my hand on his face and push him back as I walk behind him.
I love it. Cool. Yeah, he kind of recovers from like almost losing his hat and just watches you two go over there, where they're kind of like Cottonwood is like kind of seated at the bar in the midst with his like outfit kind of around him. Some of them kind of like looking out, like clearly kind of trying to insulate him from the bar, which is now the saloon is like revived back into its noisy kind of boisterous self after he kind of came in.
I want to try to catch the eye of one of these guys on the outside.
Yeah, there's a woman. She's got kind of like straw colored hair, and she has like a fishhook kind of scar that like goes from the corner of her lip like up and around her cheek, and kind of like twists a bit of the side of her face. And she has watched you two kind of approach. And she, like everyone in their outfit, she has like a gunfighting belt on, with slugs on it, and she's just kind of like very casually standing there with her hand like on the hilt of her gun.
I want to give her a real cool, somewhat suspicious, like recognized game nod, and then I also want to like just casually run my hand back and show like I got a scar too on my face, girl. We're scar twins, but still like.
But just physically, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, she seems kind of like unmoved at it, and unmoved by it. And as you come, she's like, "Can I help you two with something?"
Oh, well, you're traveling with Cottonwood, huh?
Yeah.
Just a fan of his work, or his reputation at least. Hear he's quite a gunslinger. I'm excited for the show.
Well, you're gonna get one.
What do you do?
We're in the same outfit, Cottonwood and I. We ride together.
Well, you another gunslinger?
That's correct.
Oh. I'm a I'm a crafts person myself. Make small explosives,
Sorry.
bullets, engines, whatever you need made, I make them.
I was thinking of like Michael's the Star.
Oh yeah, I do a lot of crafting. Oh, hold on. Can I pause just real quick 1 second?
Yeah, in game or are you in? Oh, you have to grab something.
Hello? Hey.
Real professional. Yeah. So while your companion Abilene is kind of babbling about her crafting, Smudge, this woman kind of looks over at you as well. She's like, y'all just came over to make small talk or what?
Well, I believe my friend there is offering up her services, and me, I'm just trying to get a good look at a dead man don't know he's dead yet.
Is that what you say about Cottonwood?
Yeah. And then I clarify, I'm like, I don't mean I ain't gonna kill him now. I mean, I don't.
Like, even though you're only speaking to her, like all the members of this outfit kind of like turn on their heels, and Cottonwood kind of like leans back in his stool where he's been drinking, and you just feel these like 6 eyes on you, kind of like
6 eyes or 12 eyes?
Scrutinizing you. Thank you. Good catch. 12 eyes.
Yes.
6 pairs of eyes. You did it again. Busted the game master. Just a highlight reel of game masters being busted saying the dumbest shit. Yeah, they're all one-eyed. They've all got eye patches.
That's rules as written.
Take a look
Yeah.
at my Warhammer collection till Eliza gets back. Thank you.
I clock them all staring at me, and to be intimidating, I pick my dog up and set him down on the bar right in front of me. And I keep looking around at all of them, just waiting for somebody to respond to what I said.
Yeah, they kind of like follow. They're just kind of like staring almost in disbelief at you. And then they kind of like look over at your dog that's like kind of like truffling around at the beverages. Yeah. And they kind of just seem like gobsmacked in disbelief, kind of, at like your this level of brass balls kind of going on.
Look, I don't know what y'all are so shocked by. I mean, unless you're under the impression that every single dollar's been bet on this gentleman to win, you got to know that there are people here who's thinking he's a dead man tomorrow or whenever. I don't remember exactly when the showdown is, what day it is.
It's whenever Vest shows up on the train, which is kind of like any day.
Whenever that train comes into town. That train, see, for us, now I'm getting anxious a little bit. See, now that train for us, it's almost a bit of a metaphorically representing a bullet from Vess's gun as both it and she head into town for this showdown. I'm making myself clear here now.
I'm sorry about my friend.
No. Your friend's clear enough. This woman kind of steps in between you two, and she's like a few inches shorter than you, Smudge, but she's kind of like just like looking up at you with her scarred cheek, and she's like, "You got a big mouth, friend.
I got.
I
don't know who you think you're running your mouth to, but you done did it. You done did it. Now I'm gonna see you out in the street tomorrow at high noon. I'm calling you out." And like a hush falls over the saloon. And she's like, we'll see how fast your mouth is tomorrow.
Wait, what are you?
I don't know what
are you doing? What are you doing? A showdown before the proper showdown?
She's talking about your mouth. Is this some sort of snaps sort of thing?
I think
your mama situation.
I think she's committing a faux pas here because I don't. This to me seems like proposing to somebody at
this is wearing white at someone else's wedding. Honestly,
I don't understand.
It's his day.
I don't understand why we wouldn't wait until the proper showdown to have our showdown.
She's like, I suppose it'll just be some sort of a warm up for the show.
Well, ma'am, I gotta say, you're accusing me of being rude, putting my foot in my mouth. I think the only rude one here is you, trying to steal focus over to yourself.
All right, now I think we can admit you're being rude too. Everybody's being a little bit rude. Why don't we just have some fire water and forget this and order, I don't know, an engine from me or maybe a handful of explosive bullets.
Order an engine from me. I love it.
Yeah,
that's engine. She does have that talent.
I feel so confident in my chances against you in any sort of fight tomorrow. I would encourage you to buy slugs from my accomplice here because she makes the finest slugs around, and even with her high quality slugs, I feel very confident. I'm gonna put you in the ground, so you go ahead and get the best merchandise you can because you're gonna need all the help you can get.
I'm stocked up, friend. Don't worry about me.
Okay, if you want your low quality
buy whatever you need. I'll see you tomorrow, high noon, out on that street. And like the saloon has kind of like congregated around you, and there's all these like expectant faces, very excited that there's this like secondary showdown that has just been thrown down.
Now, look, this is not a gender thing, okay? I'm just saying I think she's a little hysterical, if you ask me. Now, I understand that can be a charged word, but I think this kind of behavior is a little trash talking before a showdown. She's acting like I came over and kicked her pappy's grave or something.
Why'd you trash talk?
Well, you just trash talked yourself into deep shit, friend.
I'm sorry. I thought you'd walked away, or I would have referred to you directly and said you weren't here.
Why would you trash talk? What is this for?
Well, I was thinking I'd talk trash and try to use that to be like, you might, I'm so confident you can buy my friend's slugs finest wares around. You saw me try to still pull it off.
I always think that people want to be talked to that way.
But at that point, I was DOA on the sales.
They trust you. They don't trust you more or think, oh my goodness, why this man is brave enough to tell me a truth my friends won't. That's not how they think. They just think this stranger was cruel to me.
I don't know. Some people like to be find a little charm in being picked at and teased a little bit.
That's now maybe you.
Teasing might go a little far when I'm like, I do think your friend there is going to be dead soon, but I suppose that's the way things are around here.
Yeah. So people are kind of like butting into your conversation, and a fella kind of grabs her shoulder. Smudge. He's like, "What's your name anyway, friend?"
Well, my name is much like trees and
Flashjack. He's the fastest gun in the town you never heard of. Stand back from him. Stand back.
That's right. That's right. I'm even quicker with a knife.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say his name was? Flapjack?
Flashjack. Yeah, his gun got took away from him.
Flashjack or Flapjack?
Flashjack.
Why would my name be Flapjack? That ain't no good fake name to intimidate people.
Like the glint of a machete in sunlight.
Flashjack. Cool. Yeah. As soon as you say it, it goes out like fire through the saloon. They're like, Flashjack, it's Flashjack versus Guilty tomorrow at high noon. And you can just hear people
don't look at
yelling. And they're in your like bullshit kind of rumor there, Abilene, it kind of follows it like I heard he's fast. I heard he's damn fast. And it kind of ripples out. And we're gonna take a quick intermission there. If anybody wants to grab a drink, run to the restroom, we'll be back in a couple minutes to see what horrible consequences will happen as a result of this shit talking. But yeah, we'll be right back. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you shortly
at the movies.
And we are back from break. Thank you all for sticking around. We'll get into the second half of this first part. I think both of our players are ready. We'll see what horrible consequences await these poor characters. Let's welcome back Will Weldon as Smudge and Eliza Skinner as Abilene Scrunt. Eliza Skinner is a cool name for this game too. You don't even need to change it, really. So is Will Weldon when you think about it. You're muted, thank God.
Oh yeah, I said something very racist. So thank goodness.
About the Irish, specifically.
Well, you have to be people to be able to be racist towards.
Whoa.
Yeah, don't bring up the Irish.
Yeah, normally I would say that about the English, but Eliza's here, so I have to change the game plan.
The family's Scottish. They just moved to England.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, it's a tiny island of inbred pedophiles. England.
Scotland is part of the island.
No, it's different. It's a whole other part.
It's the same island. You're talking about the mass of land?
It's a whole other thing. They're very robust up there.
Thank you.
Yes.
This explains Eliza's 6th mini toes. She has these little like exterior mini
for scaling the Highlands. Yeah. Eliza has a classic Highland toe on each foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not that many though. They're like those bulls. They're very hairy. Like the cows, the Highland cows.
Oh yes, right.
Yeah, those very furry cows.
Ugh, sorry. I guess I made an intelligent, smart joke. And you guys didn't get it because you're dum-dums.
It's called a book, everybody. Why don't you give it a look?
Yeah. I
do. Before we get back into things, I do want to check. So a showdown, I don't have to use a gun, right?
You do, unless you can somehow negotiate something.
I think ranged. I think as long as I'm in a range, it should be legal. But look, it's your dumb world and your idiotic Kickstarter. So
I'm not the one who mouthed off in a dangerous bar and got called out into the street. Don't take it out on me.
I mean, I'm sure
the consequences of your actions.
You can take the character out of the will, but you can't take the will out of the character. You leave him alone for 10 seconds. He's mouthing off to the people with the guns.
Yeah. Yep. That was unexpected, but welcome. Thank you. No, you do have to use the gun. Unless you were to somehow negotiate. You've certainly heard of other types of showdowns. This showdown, you've been called out.
Yeah, there's the showcase showdown.
With that.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I will guess so many prices better than you. You're a dead woman. For some reason.
Oh, Smudge, that's not what this is. That's not what this is, Smudge.
Yeah.
Ooh, you can wait till I say $1 after your exorbitantly high guess. Oh, you will rue the day. And if you try to say $2, my friend, your turn's already gone by. Now I'm turning into Ted Lasso for some reason. No, just gotta be positive during that showdown.
All right. Yeah, you've been called out for a classic showdown involving guns, despite the fact you don't even own one. Yeah, like I said, the word travels, just spreads out of the saloon into it.
All right, so as they're talking, I start yelling. That's right. A challenge has gone out to the man famous for throwing his blades during a showdown. A man so confident in his own abilities.
He's that good with a gun. He can throw blades at the same time.
Tiny little swords you can spread butter with, whizzing by, killing folk.
Shut up, Smudge. This is a great way to make money. All we got to do is get you some merch. Set up a table, sell out, and then get out of town.
I thought you meant we would just bet on me.
No.
I am level 9,
time, but I'm not trying to get you killed.
Seems like a high level to me. I don't know. No, I came to town to watch that man die after what he done to my uncle, and
well, you fucked that up.
well, yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm maybe considering just getting the hell out of here come nighttime, but we'll see what comes.
That's fine with me. We just got to make some money before then. I mean, we got a gold mine here. You're an instant celebrity. Flash Jack, everybody wants a piece. We could sell him your teeth.
Well, this is what I get for taking talents that seem interesting over useful.
Well, mine are useful, and they're not getting me anywhere. So
a man rolls 10 slugs on his inventory and still don't take no gun traits. So that's on me.
I mean, I got 5 pinches of black powder, which is enough for a bomb. But who knows?
I got a dog, and I didn't even max him out to be useful in combat.
Who knows what kind of flash and sparkle we could make with that? We could put on a real show for these people.
I'll be honest. I still think I should be able to throw blades during. Look.
You can. It just doesn't count as a showdown.
I'm not running up and stabbing nobody. I'm throwing blades. I can do that.
Smudge.
Yeah.
Ignore all these other people in the saloon. Look at me.
All right. Sorry, I'm spiraling a little bit. I'm spiraling.
I'm gonna be real straight up with you right now.
All right.
Okay. No matter how fast you throw those knives, they do not travel as fast as a bullet.
Well,
and this is not a slow lady. This is a quick draw. No matter how precise, you could kill her. Absolutely. You will be long dead by the time it hits and kills her, though.
Well, if that happens, just promise me you'll take care of my dog. And tell me you won't name him neither, because a dog don't need no name.
I already call him Banana.
Oh, it makes me livid.
Banana, come here. Banana, come here.
I just whistle at him. I go, you don't. Banana. Don't you not? Don't you?
There he is.
Please.
Look at him.
That dog ain't surviving no gas punk.
Oh, he's coming.
Are you kidding? That little street boy? That dog's from like the pre-apocalypse streets of Los Angeles.
Yeah, well, somebody found my old dog in a bush too. Doesn't mean I think he could survive any kind of extraordinary setting.
He gets found the kindness of strangers.
That dog digests cigarette butts. Cool. Yeah. So you are surrounded by people. I'm not taking away your if you want to be like yelling about throwing knives.
Yeah, I'm yelling about throwing knives. I'm trying to put that out into the universe.
Yeah. There's a lot of like laughing and jeers, almost as if like you're joking. But you can give me a persuasion roll as you're trying to basically.
He's a comedian.
Get anyone. To kind of take you seriously because people want to know your they want to know about you. They want to know what kind of odds there are. Your friend just told everyone your name is Flash Jack, a very quick draw. Mm-hmm. And so there's a lot of curiosity around you. What'd you roll there? I believe you. Just tell me. Goodness.
Hold on.
What kind of scumbags do you play with? Do you have to show your rolls?
Ooh, look at that!
I can't see that.
I can't see that.
What? It's a 6.
Okay, yeah. Just
why are you trying to convince these people you can't do it?
I got a 4. Oh, but just look.
So whenever a player rolls a 4, that means it's up to fate, and I roll.
Oh no, I rolled a 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was joking about because it would be ridiculous to be like, look at the 4 I rolled. Aren't you jealous?
Cool. Yeah, you're kind of like yelling like, no, I'm talking about throwing knives. And the barkeep kind of like leans over the bar and he's like, what do you talk about, son? I don't think Kilty called you out for knife throwing.
Well, nobody ever calls somebody out for knife throwing. That takes longer. That's why they call me Flash Jack. It's from the glint of the sun off of the knives.
I just said that you took my idea and now you are using it against me.
I lean in close and I go, it's called yes and I am further.
No, you're no-butting me because you're saying you can't do this stuff. I'm trying to get merch sales up.
Yes, but look, people are gonna want to buy the merchandise of a guy who literally brings a gun to a knife fight. Or a knife to a gunfight. Excuse me.
I don't think they will.
Yes, because they're gonna be like, "This fella's nuts. We gotta buy his T-shirt."
No, people want to be on the
interesting about a gun
team.
at a gunfight.
People want to be on a winning team.
Yeah,
only people like you and me don't. Only people like you and me are like underdogs. That's cool. All these people, they want to be with winners. You got to pretend like you're a winner and they'll buy your shit. And then we get out of town and go be losers.
Now I am pretending like I'm a winner because I am
Why?
only a winner would clearly put themselves in a losing situation. That's what I'm saying.
All right, fine. Do what you need to do. I don't mean to stop your gameplay with these people.
The bartender, there's kind of a little bit of a crowd between you and Kelty now that it kind of filled in, but the barkeep has kind of gone over and like clearly relayed your request for knife throwing and kind of said that's your thing. And you just see her like laughing at you and kind of like shaking her head. And then with like a hand movement that seems more like up close magic, she has her gun in her hand and she kind of is just like pointing it, and then she like flips it around and puts it back in her holster. And the crowd is kind of like cheering and jeering and stuff. You
you got to show off now, right?
A stocky man next to you is like, where's your iron, son? What are you slinging? And he's kind of like checking out your hips where there is no gun.
Only a real fool walks around with putting on display what kind of iron they're working with.
I would like to take half a pinch of black powder and I'd like to light it and throw it.
Where are you going to throw it?
Over a few feet away. I want to flash distraction a few feet away.
Okay. It'll go off as soon as you light it. But I could say, you could find like a little scrap of some something until you can put it in.
Yeah,
you just
while
want to
they're
make
all
like
looking at him.
You want to make a fun snap, basically.
Yes.
Sure. The minimum is 1 pinch. So you can
okay, fine. I do it with 1 pinch.
Great. Yeah. You're just gonna throw it and create a distraction?
Yeah.
Great. Give me a deception roll to see if you can pull this off without.
I got a 5.
Great. That's a success.
Okay. While I'm doing that, I get my gun out and I put it up to her head.
Oh, to Kelty's head?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's like a little bit of a crowd between you. But you're gonna like kind of go through the crowd.
Oh no! Then I'll put it up to Smudge's head.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, there's like this like kind of like bang and like puff of smoke, and there's a lot of like yelling, and guns come out of holsters, kind of just reflexively all around the room. And you pull out your gun and hold it up to Smudge's head, and everyone kind of around is like, whoa, 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 hey, don't.
We all got
don't
tricks.
Shoot that fella.
Hey, we all got tricks. And then I do a little like, whew, whew, and put mine away. I thought we were just playing tricks.
And I'm still just like leaned on the bar drinking. No reaction.
Very, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, the crowd loves it. This kind of like theatricality stuff. They like it. There's a lot of clapping you on the back, Smudge, and you just kind of get a smirk from Kelty.
Wait, on Smudge's back? They're all patting him on the back?
Yeah, I'm the one who's gonna die.
I just did.
He's the one who got called out. They like this show. Since he's the one who got called out into the showdown, they're like, oh yeah, it's kind of like a like you're.
All right, a man getting credit for my genius. Got it. Good.
Can I attempt to intuit what maybe seems like this lady's like sort of like seems like maybe like her like weakness in terms of like the best way to like talk shit to this kind of person?
Sure, yeah, and just an intuition roll.
I'm just looking at whatever circles I've shaded in, and
hey, got to play to your strengths.
I got
go ahead.
I got a 4.
So yeah, anytime a player rolls a 4, I roll the fate dice. It's essentially a coin flip. I'm not flipping a coin. In this case, I'm just and I roll. And with a fate thing like this, I don't tell you if you got a good or bad answer. I just tell you an answer. So with these kind of results, it's a little more mysterious. But yeah, you're kind of like taking her in and her companions. And as you study them, she's definitely like the shortest member of this outfit. She's also apparently the only woman that you can tell. The rest of the outfit seems bigger, brawnier guys, and you also just know, and this is something that you knew coming into town. It's something that you knew getting a look around the saloon when you came in. People are in this town right now, not just to see the showdown, but to make a name for themselves by gunning someone down in their own showdown. You get a reputation as a fast gun and a dangerous person by doing exactly what she just did to you and winning to do it. So the fact that she was so quick to call you out leads you to believe that she's certainly looking to make a reputation for herself.
See, the issue with this system is now I'm simply thinking, I'm like, that's a lot of information he just gave me. That seems like what he'd do if he's trying to fake me out into making me think maybe I got the good result from the coin flip on the fate check on my 4 roll. Now I'm just like preoccupied with like trying to psychology my way to an answer here.
Well, that's how it would be in this scenario. You're just wordlessly kind of looking at someone and trying to take stock of them. That's what you would surmise.
Okay,
from
I'm going to I'm going to yell something at her, or not yell, but I'm just going to make a comment on the fact that it don't seem right having a showdown with someone who still needs to buy their guns in the child section.
There's a child.
The child section being a pretty amorphous concept in this world, but yeah, go.
Look, you get what I don't know. I don't want to be specifically cruel here. It seems less fun. So I'll give you the idea and you can translate it into the game.
What are you drinking?
Tea out of a Kartok mug.
Oh. Is it herbal? It's too late for caffeine.
There's a little caffeine. What do you?
Well, if it helps you to be more cruel, I will kind of explain that the mechanics of the showdown in this game is one of the only ways a player can die instantly in the game. So, pretty serious business. If you end up losing a showdown and getting shot in the head, you're dead.
All right.
Well,
I guess you'll just have to find somebody else for next Tuesday then. What? Oh no, I'll have my evening free.
So wait, are people still like hubbub about my trick?
Yeah, they love the theatricality.
All right, I want to turn around to him and go, you like that? I'm Flash Jane.
Flash Jane?
Yeah. If you want one of my signature bullets, I might just be willing to sell one, but only to the right customer.
All right. Yeah, people are kind of mobbing around you.
Wait, what about my whole tiny hands thing here? I was making fun of how small she is.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Give me that persuasion roll to see how well you can sell.
How dare all of you?
I'm sorry.
How dare this entire game do this to me on my birthday?
You got all the history. Is this your birthday?
No.
Yeah, it's not
He
in my
does this
birthday
every
book.
role-playing game. Every
Yeah.
role-playing game.
I do
he
have
does
a
his
pretty
birthday thing.
extensive birthday book, and I don't have that in there. So
Yeah, I don't. It's I don't really care. Look, I rolled another 6. Now I'm worried. I'm gonna seem like I'm up to something. The same thing happens to me when I do Stream of Blood. I will like roll incredibly well on these hard checks, and I'm like, people are gonna think I'm cheating.
no,
It's here. It's a 6.
No,
I
this
gotta-
is
so I
a
gotta-
1d6 based system. It's a very narrow band success
and
and
it just
failure
means you're
system.
going to get a bunch of ones later on.
No, 6, which is a 7. That's great. So yeah, you kind of lob this zinger over at Kelty, and she's kind of just giving you her like straight face, just kind of like, unfazed, but you can definitely see the line in her jaw kind of flex, as you can just tell she's fucking irritated. And there's like a little kind of like quick conference between them, and her in that outfit. They get up and they leave, and again the crowd kind of parts through.
All right,
as they start leaving.
As she's leaving, I shout something about how it don't seem fair that I have to be in a showdown with someone. It's some comment about how maybe I should start the showdown sitting down or like kneeling, so that I might have a fair chance at actually hitting. She's short.
All right, give me another. Give me another.
Okay, well I got a 2, so now
Okay.
you all.
I would like to yell something in addition to
sure.
his. Now, Flashjack, allow this newbie to try to level up through a showdown with the infamous Flashjack. If that's what she wants to do, if she thinks she's brave enough, I guess she's reaching its celebrity.
Great,
Seems
you can
a
give me a
desperate
persuasion
move.
roll.
Seems a desperate move just to get 3 experience points, but here we are.
Quit metagaming the game.
Persuasion, you say? Oh,
Yes.
I don't got nothing. Whoa!
So Smudge, thank you again for showing me.
And these are Andrew's dice, so that's why they.
I didn't make them, but yeah, I ordered
No, but
them.
he handed them to me. He's the one who purchased little kitty cat dice.
I made another role-playing game called Streets where you play stray animals, and I got those dice for that game. Which, by the way, my friend had the idea to run a Streets version of Duster where you play stray animals in this world, and I'm going to 100% do that.
I'm absolutely in.
So Smudge can be his filthy little spaniel dog. So yeah, Smudge is kind of like, he yells his other insult, and it kind of like, it's like when you kind of like go one.
Look, I know. I think all of us here know.
Yeah.
You don't even
like, huh?
Specifically, you will. Just
what?
Yeah, and it goes as well as that one time I headlined the punchline. Yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean.
But Abilene kind of like much more solidly kind of like chimes in, and you just get like a look over your shoulder from Kelty, first at you, Abilene, and then at you, Smudge, as they like reach the door. But you could see that you sufficiently tag teamed, insulted her and seemed to get under her skin.
No, he means like tag team.
I said tag teamed insulted. I said tag team insulted, and don't even try to make it into anything else.
No, that's what I mean. I think it's gross when 2 people are like cruel to a person. Why? What did you think I was referring to?
The song Tag Team Back Again by the group Tag Team.
So now you two kind of are holding court in the saloon by yourselves, and people are around, and you're just getting like peppered with questions. They want to know where you're from. They want to know who you've killed. They want to know all these details. They want to buy your wares, Abilene, knowing now that you're a Blackfinger. And correct me if I'm wrong, you don't currently have
I don't, but I'm taking orders, and we don't kill and tell. We're classy.
No, I have the one thing I do tell them. I killed the original Flashjack. That's how you become the Flashjack. Is when you kill the Flashjack, you gain that title.
Like Highlander. Like,
that's not how
Highlanders.
You don't get the title. That would be I killed.
All right, fine.
I'm on a quest to kill all the Flashjacks so I can become the most powerful Flashjack.
It's like the Princess Bride.
Yeah.
That's how you
Yeah,
become the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Oh,
Okay.
right. Yeah.
This is a critical moment in the game, and a critical moment means that this is like, well, it is what it sounds like. It's a critical moment where things could go in kind of pretty separate directions for you all. And for this critical moment, I'm going to have you both make deception rolls because you're both bullshitting.
Okay, somebody really wants to go outside and pee, though.
Cool. Can you make sure the gate's closed if somebody came in here?
Nobody came in.
Okay, cool. Thank you for taking us on the tour cam.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, you can watch my dog pee.
Spooky.
There he goes.
Spooky yard. So the target number for this critical moment deception roll is going to be a 10. So you're going to add your results together, and
okay, so we each roll
your
one.
Target is 10. Yeah, you just make a deception roll like you normally would, except you're combining. You're kind of like you're backing each other up. You're lying through your teeth, both of you, and tell me what you got.
I got a 3.
What'd you get there, Smudge?
I got a 4.
So that's a 7.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the more you two babble about this Flash Jack, Flash Jane stuff, the more raised eyebrows you're getting, and the more things are not kind of adding up for
I don't
people.
feel like that's fair, because I would sense, oh, they're not taking it. They don't like it. We got to roll it back.
Cool. Yeah, you sense that now as people are, and it's not that you can get the sense that all of this seasoning is for them to kind of establish the odds for the showdown, and also they want to know who to bet on. And Kelty from Cottonwood's outfit is kind of a more known quantity, and basically Flashjack has not really sold himself as also a known entity. It's kind of like, I don't know about this, but it's not like they're like calling you liars so much as it is you can just kind of get the sense that your stock as a betting asset is maybe a bit diminished. But yeah, you can go ahead and sense that, Abilene, as you can kind of see these raised eyebrows and stuff.
All right.
And also people want your bullets, and you're kind of like, oh, I'm taking orders and stuff. And yeah, there's just like a lot of expectations around you both.
I also have 10 slugs on me, so I could also pass those over to you, and we could pretend like they're yours.
Okay, do it.
Sure. All right.
All right. I'm selling slugs. These are the base model.
Don't want the base model. We want the sparkly ones you're talking about. What do you got there? Some flamers, or?
Then I won't have those till tomorrow.
All right. Well, where can we find you?
Patient crowd. Where's good to stay around here?
We ain't going nowhere. Well, I mean, every room's done taken up, but you can set up a tent anywhere you find ground too. That's what most folks are doing.
Find us here. An hour past dawn.
All right, hour past sunup. We'll come around. Flash Jane and Flash Jack.
Should have thought harder on mine.
Yeah, it's not. Really, it should have been Flash Jill. Jack and Jane. I feel like Jack and Jill. I don't know. Maybe nursery rhymes don't exist. Yeah, neither were Jack and Jill, I don't think.
I feel like they were.
They were children, if I recall correctly. Hence why Andrew Dice Clay's nursery rhymes were so scandalous.
I don't believe it ever said anything about their ages. They went up a hill. They were getting water. That seems like something somebody of any age would do.
Well, maybe I intuited things that weren't there. I apologize.
Fair enough.
Mr. Jack and Ms.
Jill. Where?
The saloon is empty.
Yeah, people, they've gone back to dice tables. They've gone over to the weird little piano that's playing and stuff, and you kind of have some breathing room again as, you've been kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Evaluated? Evaluated.
Well, Abilene, I've had some more time to think about it. And now that I've settled down a little bit, your running away idea don't sound so bad no more.
I hate that I have to convince you of these things that are just trying to keep you alive.
Well, I'm a hot-headed type, but then I remember I'm a survivor more than anything else, and that being yellow means being alive more than it don't. So
Who cares what these people think? They can think I'm a total coward. If I get paid, I got paid. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for that bag.
I'd like to see these people take care of a dog in how it is out there. I ain't got nothing to be ashamed of.
Where's the appreciation for compassion? That takes more muscles to smile than it does to shoot somebody.
Well, now I don't care for smiling neither, but
no. Why would I? I'm not a simpering fool.
So out of the moment, how much do like knives and stuff cost?
Again,
I'd have like a general sense of that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, you would basically know in general what their like barter worth is. It's very dependent on the situation. If you encounter someone out in the middle of nowhere on the wasted plains, a knife might be incredibly valuable to them and they might trade very well for it. In a town like this, with this brisk trading market going on, a knife might not be worth that much because there's going to be a lot of them. The market might be flooded in knives.
How much money did Eliza or did Abilene make off of her custom scrunt slugs?
Nobody bought any.
She doesn't have them.
People
are coming back an hour after first light tomorrow to buy them.
Okay. Look,
but she got a lot of interest. I'll say that, folks. Anytime you can get some kind of unique ammunition, some incendiary ammunition, that's the sort of thing that you can't find just anywhere. It's a pretty unique item.
But
I'll just answer your question. You were just reason the average knife,
like a set of throwing knives. Here's my thinking. I imagine they might come after me. They might come after us for like bailing. And I should probably have some more knives on me for proper throwing at that point.
Excuse me. Yeah, you can give me a memory or intuition roll.
Hey, when the train is the end of the line for the train. So when the train shows up, does it just turn around and leave?
Mm-hmm. It doesn't turn around. It has an engine on the other side.
In an incredible way.
You know what I mean? The movement of it reverses.
Yes.
In incredible waste, I rolled 2 6s.
Why is that an incredible waste?
Well, on either, I don't know. It seems like the 2 6s would have been better saved for when I'm snake bit. But and that's on intuition or memory because I have both of them.
Great. So yeah, as you're talking about skipping town, fleeing town, you're thinking about like I could go get some more knives, and if I fight my way out or whatever, you would know, just as a denizen of this world, sneaking off on a showdown when you've called in it is not only culturally like frowned upon, it's like the sort of thing that gets you hunted down perhaps and dragged back to answer for it. It's a like I said, it's a lucrative thing for a lot of terrible people who they're not interested in your survival. They're interested in you making them money by doing something very dangerous. So,
well, the thing is, in any other combat situation, I would be an absolute terror. And I have found myself in the one situation I don't excel in.
Yeah, it's horrible. But I'll just give you that information. I'm not saying you can't sneak away in the night. I'm just saying that you know that it is a frowned upon thing. When you are called out, the same reason that you're kind of untouchable is the same thing that would make people upset if you ran off. That's not to say that folks haven't done it and managed to escape and stay escaped, and they're fine with the whatever labels they get.
Yeah, that's a part of my thinking for why I might go get some more knives. Or I don't know. Maybe we stick it out and see how this whole thing plays out, Although I do have to go buy a gun if that's the case.
Yeah, they're going to be hunting people that we aren't.
That's true. Okay. And I think here's how we could get out of town. If I take a full bath, I will look like a completely different person.
Yeah, exactly. I can cut my hair off, be a boy.
Yeah, God, if only we'd come up with some way to fleece these people.
We just did.
So you can make the ammunition over the course of the night?
Yeah.
Okay. And what time? It's still the day, right? Right now, Andrew?
It's evening now. By this point, you've been in the saloon long enough. You can see outside. It's long shadows and like dusk settling in, for sure.
All right. I'm going to retain those 10 slugs. Do you need some of them to like barter for components to make the bullets?
I don't know. Do I, Andrew?
You are missing a component to make incendiary bullets. You need some gray powder. You don't have any gray powder, which you combine
with the black powder?
With your black powder to make incendiary bullets.
Okay.
So you are missing an ingredient.
All right.
Where would I get that?
You hold on to 5 of my slugs.
Okay.
For bartering.
Where do I get that gray powder?
I mean, as you saw when you came into the crowded city, there's lots of people hawking their wares, wanting to trade, without even needing to roll for it. You will find somebody who has gray powder, and they will trade you 2 pinches of it for 3 slugs.
Okay,
which is a pretty good deal because it's a pretty rare ingredient.
Great.
I'm gonna go see about prices for both blade weapons and guns.
Cool. Yeah, there's people all over. I'll say, why say when I can just roll for it? Oh, okay.
You'll have to tell us at some point.
I say, I will not tell you how much it is. I will never. I'm not letting you buy a gun. I'm making you do this. Also, your friend has a gun that you could probably borrow.
It's probably a good gun too.
Not really. It's just it's a 3-shot revolver.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Well, you only need 1 shot for what's about to go down. Yeah, you find great deals, just like what Abilene found. You find great deals in town. People looking to trade things. You have 5 slugs, though. Is that all you have to barter with?
I have 5 slugs and 5 bolts.
Yeah, you can. You can't get a gun for that much anywhere, but you do find you're able to kind of get enough pricing around. You think for 5 slugs and 5 bolts, you could probably get 2 throwing knives, which is again a good deal. People, they want betting. They want things that are easier to bet, like slugs and bolts. Most betting establishments aren't going to take a knife for a bet.
So I'm gonna meta game here in the sense that I'm gonna say I'm incredibly tempted to probably not do what my character would do and just go through with the showdown just because I want to see how it turns out. Because I'm interested. Look, we're here to show off the mechanics of the game. This isn't real life.
Sure.
No, I want you. No, we're playing the game first and foremost. So whatever you want to do as Smudge.
All right, give me the knives and let's get the hell out of here.
No, do it. Stick around. It'll make my getaway so much easier.
Oh, you don't even need to make a getaway, Abilene. You haven't been called out for a showdown. You're just kind of a party with Smudge, but Smudge, win or lose, you could leave right now if you wanted.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get that bag.
I wish, boy, if only I were some sort of rogue and I could fake my own death and imply that what's-her-face did it. Kelty, thus turning everyone against her. No, you know what? I'm going to stick around. I'm going to do the showdown.
Whatever you want.
I'm just curious.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm curious too. Great.
Yeah, so I return to Abilene and I go, Abilene, I'm going to be honest with you. I got a real good feeling about this.
God damn it, you're a fool.
But here's what I'm going to do.
Think about Banana. What about Banana?
Well, you take Banana. It's I clearly just have a worker, a boss employee relationship with the dog anyway. I let it lick the floor of the damn tavern. I slap my bolts down and I go, I want you to take these 5 bolts and I want you to bet them on take the bolts, take the slugs, bet them on Cottonwood. That way, if you lose your traveling partner / muscle, you make yourself a little coin in the deal.
All right, fine. Also, I gotta look for Banana. I don't know where he is. Unless he's in there with the game master.
All right.
Banana's not in here.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know where Banana is.
Oh, there he is. Found him. Found
Great.
him. He was sitting on a dog bed.
Perfect. Classic Banana. All right, great. Here in the last few minutes of this game, as night settling in, what would you each like to do? Did you want to try
find a place to sleep?
Yeah, like they said, and as you can see, folks that are looking to sleep, they're just in alleys, places like that. You can kind of see tattered blankets kind of propped up like lean-tos, things like that. You both have a bedroll that comes with your starting.
I say we get out of town for that. People are going to try to come fleece us. They know I have ammo. Ooh, I also got to make that ammo.
Yes.
And they want to be the ones who got you before she got you. We should leave.
That is there. I'll just tell you this because he rolled for it before anyway.
Oh.
Again, like culturally, there's no one who will want to get him before she gets him because they would then be persona non grata.
And nobody will want to like rob us or anything. We haven't.
As far as you being robbed, again, you're not part of the showdown. Somebody could be interested in robbing you. That would be a risk. But the fact that you're like partnered up with Smudge, you even have like the same names and stuff without even needing to roll for it. You would probably be less worried than you normally would about that happening.
All right.
Because again, if something happens in the night, they trying to steal from you and there's like some kind of fight and Smudge ends up breaking his hand or something, that person's going to get the ever-loving shit kicked out of them by any number of people in town. So
because then he won't be able to participate?
Yes.
Can I follow? Where did do I know where Kelty went?
No, she just walked out into the crowd and you all stayed a bit. So
yeah, are you thinking of Vietnam draft myself out of this one?
Yeah, I make my ammo, I hit your hand with the hammer. In the morning, we sell the ammo, we say somebody came and jumped us, smashed your hand, you can't be in it.
All right. Ooh. And you know what you should do? You should smash my right hand because I'm left-handed.
They don't know that.
They don't know that. Okay, well now I'm back. Now I'm back on board being a coward.
Look, I'll smash your right hand, and you'll go to participate anyway. We'll say, yeah, he got jumped, hand got smashed. He's ready to be in it anyway. So either they'll do the right.
Well,
thing.
Why would I do that? Then I get my hand smashed and then probably die anyway.
No, because you're putting it on them. They'll be the ones that have to say, we're not going to fight a crippled man.
Oh, I see. I was thinking I might even accuse one of them of doing it.
No, because then they'll be able to say, no, I know I didn't do it. None of us did it. He's faking.
Oh yeah, as if they'd all be like, yeah, our buddy did it. Come get us. They'd lie about it
They
anyway.
might not to the crowd, but to each other. It's easier if they believe it too.
Oh, I see. You see, I was thinking we would put the blame on them, and then people rustle them up and kick the shit out of them.
Who cares?
All right.
And I'm actually going to fade out the session on this scene of you two conspiring in this alley in the shadows of all these different paths you could take if you're going to smash Smudge's hand with a hammer, and if so, which hand?
I'm definitely doing it either way, whether he agrees to it or not.
And if so, what will will he show up or not? We'll kind of fade out on that because I'm genuinely curious to see what Smudge does, and we will wrap up this game next week, same time on Tuesday.